So see, what I am trying to say, in this circuit, we have got I2 here and I1 here, and then I1 minus Ig in this and Ig in this, and from here I2 plus Ig, and then all the current again sum up and it became like I, correct? And here we have a battery like this 10 volt. So when we apply Kirchhoff's law in this, we got equation between I1, I2 and Ig. When we apply, 1 minute, one wire is coming in the camera. Okay, so when we apply Kirchhoff's law in the second one, again we get relation between I1, I2 and Ig. But when we apply Kirchhoff's law in this, then we get relation only between I2 and Ig. Then we can do one thing, the easiest way. Here from this equation you find out I2 value in terms of Ig. So in the first equation you have I2, replace that in terms of Ig. In second equation you have I2, replace that by Ig. How will you find out this Ig value? By using the third equation, right? Where was the third equation? We got third equation here. So you can see what you guys have written here. I2 is here, I2 is here, Ig is here. So you can write minus 60 I2 minus 5 I2 minus 5 Ig plus 10 is equal to 0. You can rearrange, and minus 60 I2 minus 5 I2 will give you minus 65 I2 and minus 5 Ig, and plus 10 is equal to 0. Then again you can rearrange, and minus 65 I2 will give you 5 Ig plus 10, and then from this part again this minus 65 you can divide here, so it will be minus 65. So you got your pure I2 value in terms of Ig. So this complete, now no more 65 here, then this complete value you will substitute here in your first equation. What we got here, it means what we got here, this equation, and then this equation we got in second form. Okay, so that's what I was saying here. By using third equation you find out your I2 value in terms of Ig, and that Ig value you substitute here and here. Then you can see your first equation will convert only in the form of I1 and Ig, and your second equation will convert into only in the form of I1 and Ig. Then rewrite this equation properly, so this equation will be like some number will be here, then I1 will be here, then some number will be here, then Ig will be here, and then some constant will be here, correct? In same way your second equation will also look like some number here, I1 here, some number here, and then Ig here, and some constant. Okay, and it's like equation 1 and equation 2. Then that's all. You can solve both the equations and you can find out I1 and Ig value, correct? Did you guys understand this? Okay, yeah, okay, I will repeat again.